Welcome to your weekly mental health education session. In today's session, we're going to talk about the best mindset to have when facing change. Change, whether it is you choosing to change something in your life or external to you as a result of factors outside of your control, is inevitable. How quickly we move through and adapt to change depends on a number of factors. Those factors are our level of consciousness, the patterns of focus in our paradigm, our level of patience, and our willingness to ask for help. Ken Wilber, who's also known as the Einstein of consciousness, says that integral to human development is the progressive deepening, opening, and awakening of states of consciousness, also known as altitudes of development. Ken states that there are 9 altitudes of development, grouped into 3 tiers of thinking, which drive the way we interpret and give meaning to the events in our lives. As our consciousness deepens, awakens, and opens, we move away from interpreting circumstances as happening to us, i.e. from a victim mindset, towards the understanding that we are the architects of our lives. This is known as growth mindset. The second factor in our mindset is the patterns of focus in our paradigm. There are 3 patterns of focus in our paradigm, and the question to ask yourself is, do I focus on what I have or what is missing? Do I focus on what I can control or what I cannot control? And do I focus on the past, the present, or the future? As humans in today's day and age, we are used to instant gratification. Unfortunately, to adapt to change takes time, and we need to have the patience to move through the discomfort that change brings. People with high levels of patience recognize that change is a powerful coach, that change is the opportunity to find ourselves, and change pushes us to be creative, innovative, and to evolve. The final factor in our mindset when facing change is our willingness to reach out and ask for support. Regardless of our mindset, change brings with it a level of discomfort to all humans. But if we find ourselves in the lower levels of consciousness, we focus on what is missing, what we can't control, and the past. If we have low levels of patience and a low willingness to ask for support, we tend to find ourselves resisting or fighting change. When we fight or resist change, we tend to hide, hate, blame, or make excuses when change happens. And we operate from a space of victim mentality, where we ask ourselves, why me? What did I do wrong? Why do bad things always happen to me? This leaves us feeling out of control and seeing change as a negative thing. When, however, we have higher levels of consciousness, we focus on what we have, what we can control, the present and the future, and we have high levels of patience and a high willingness to ask for support, we tend to lean into change and we face change. This leaves us seeing that change brings with it opportunity to grow, and we tend to ask questions like, how am I growing? How am I learning from the situation? And how do I innovate and find solutions? This enables us to move through change in a mindful manner and enabling us to make strategic and intentional movements towards our evolved selves. If you are finding yourself in a situation where you are struggling to adapt to change, I would like to urge you to reach out. Let us help you facilitate your journey towards growth mindset.